Start. Okay, we're back. I had to do the intro real quick. Like I said, I was surprised today. Didn't have anything planned in a couple of hours. Just a bunch of topics just came up all at once. So I figured, hey, let's do all this for today's show. And actually, I got this. The very first thing I'm going to do is this news item I actually got from the manual iPad. I call it the iPaper, I guess. And then the name of the thing in the paper is Wyoming couple seethes over computer's webcam. What it is, there's actually, now this is a rent to own. There's several out there. This one's is Aaron's, I guess. That's the company. And they also do rent to own computers there. I don't know if I'd ever do a rent to own computer. I don't think, but and I pulled out the interesting parts to it is but the couple who sued the Atlanta-based Aaron Incorporated said they had no clue the computer they rented last year was equipped with a device that could spy on them. And actually what it could do, it could actually turn on the webcam and take pictures and I'm guessing other things. I don't know if, I'm kind of wondering if they could even do screenshots and all that. And they found this out. They actually had a store manager in Casper came to their home on December the 22nd. The manager tried to repossess the computer because he mistakenly believed the Birds haven't paid off their rent-to-own agreement. When Brian Bird showed the manager a signed receipt, the manager showed Bird a picture of Bird using the computer taken by the computer's webcam. And Brian Bird demanded to know where the picture came from, and the manager responded that he was not supposed to disclose the Aaron. Aaron's had the photograph, the lawsuit said. I think that's going to potentially put them in a very, the company, Aaron. Now, I think it would be legitimate for them if, they could remotely turn off the computer if they don't pay their bill or something like that. That's, I think, from what I read in the paper, I think some lawyers or the court said that's permissible. But as far as them spying on you, using the webcam, taking pictures, screencasts, I don't know how far that really got into it. I do know the webcam was involved, so I could see them potentially getting in a lot of trouble over this. But I thought that was very interesting. That's in a potentially privacy issue. Now, let me see. Puts his pants on just in case. Yeah, you never know. Hey, you don't have a rent to own there, Carlo, because you can actually finance your iMacs, and they might be watching you if you're having your iMac financed. Now, they should at least, at the very minimum, let you know they're doing this. And, I'm sure most people, if the company does tell you, they're going to be, most people are not going to do that. So, and somebody said, Carl Brown said, rent to own is a bit sketchy. Yeah. I would never, I don't think I would rent to own. I'd rather go to a secondhand furniture store or something like that, and then just get I've done that before. I mean, originally somebody, when I started out from scratch, it was just me and my wife and kids, and somebody actually gave us a love seat and a couch, and we started off with that and just, got a little bit at a time instead of, yeah, some of those places can be a little sketchy. Yeah, I do agree on that, so. And let me see. Okay, another thing with my internet, I noticed yesterday, this is my ongoing battle with the internet because most of you guys know that my internet's already been changed from Charter to Cold Bridge Communications, and as soon as they switched over, oh my gosh, my internet was very bad during high peak hours, usually between 5 p.m. and 12 midnight. Supposedly, it's because Charter didn't upgrade their services or whatever before they got sold. Cold Bridge, go, go. Yeah. But I did notice late last night, early morning that, because when I do, I use speedtest.net, which I'm sure a lot of people do out there. But I noticed, at first, it do the test locally here in Corpus Christi. That's the closest area where it tests your internet speed. But then I started doing tests, and the test would default to a place in, I think it's Missouri, where the company is originally located, which I couldn't understand why, unless since they were having slowdowns in certain areas, they were actually getting my internet from another out of state. And when I did the test early this morning, it actually defaulted back down to Corpus Christi. My ping actually went down to normal, which is usually around 38 ping, anywhere from 38 to 43. And I tested it during the peak hour. I think it was around, last time I tested about 6:30, and it was showing about 8 down. Upload still kind of stinks. I'm still not 100% sure, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But we'll see. So hopefully this is going to get all fixed, and for broadcast, it really sucks certain times. And yeah, actually, I was talking about Carlo Brown earlier today. He's going to be getting this new internet, like 50 down, 5 up? Holy shnikes. I wish, I know we're all jealous of you guys. And starting tomorrow, I'm gonna go to a Mac users group meeting. Now, I knew out for years there's Linux user groups meetings, and there's one here in Corpus Christi. I went to a couple times. I haven't had a chance to go. I tried to go last month. I missed it because I was on the wrong side of the bridge. I forgot where it's located, so I missed that. The 2 meetings I went to, they didn't really seem to have anything planned per se. It was okay. And I kind of happened to see this during an internet search, and they got a Mac users group meeting here in Corpus Christi. And I looked at their website. It was pretty simple. I looked at previous meetings, and they seem to have each month they seem to have a lot, that they're doing, because it lists, all the topics and demonstrations and stuff. I said, okay, this might be kind of interesting to go to. And supposedly, usually they start off, they'll go to a local restaurant for about half an hour, then they go to the meeting place, which I think it's a realty office, believe it or not. So I'm going to go to that. Not just for Mac, but just to network with people, computers, and perhaps see some local events in the Corpus Christi area dealing with, the internet, computers and things like that. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. And there is another this is kind of an interesting topic, and unfortunately I did not save this. But this is kind of on the Android system, cell phone. I've been noticing recently, the last couple of days, there's some news articles on a lot of the tethering apps being blocked by the wireless providers. Of course, tethering, which allows you to use your cell phone as a hotspot. Okay, that's what it is. Of course, Apple has it, and probably a few others. Usually, they make you get an extra data plan or whatever to be able to do so. I don't think you should. They shouldn't be able to make you do that, because at the very most, you're going to end up being, you know, paying a overcharge fee if you do anyway. So anyway, these tethering apps by the Android, they would let you, you know, they wouldn't charge you extra for that. But now there's a lot of apps are being, you know, blocked or taken down by the, you know, the cell phone companies by, you know, if they happen to use Android's operating system. And I talked about this before, specifically where Google themselves kind of is starting to lock the system down as far as fragmentation, you know, using different versions of the Android operating system. And I just lost my train of thought right here. So yeah, and prevent them, you know, from, you know, there's so many versions out there. To me, you know, I know Android is designed to be open source, but I think a lot of people don't realize you're putting an open source software onto kind of a proprietary phone system, you know, cell phones. So while the operating system is, you know, open source, they don't realize the cell phones, you know, kind of, it's still kind of locked in certain ways. I could see why they're doing this, and, you know, I kind of support them for that because, you know, it's going to get so bad that, you know, it's going to really make the Android system, operating system, hard to use. So now I'm not, as far as the tethering, I don't really agree with the tethering, but there might be more to that than, you know, that I know. And let me see what there's. I know Carla Brown put a bunch of things in there. The only way to advance is online society is to ditch the freaking caps. I agree with that. I talked about that before. Because a lot of these, you know, well, this, I'm not so much as cell phones, but internet service providers. Instead of upgrading their systems, they want to, you know, they keep on wanting to get a lot of people onto their service, yet they don't want to advertise it as high speed, you know, up to this, and yet they want to throttle the people down instead of, you know. And yeah, I don't like throttling at all. I don't know. I could, you know, I could see in very specific cases maybe, but. And let me see what else here. Oh, I got another thing here. I don't know if this applies with the Android operating system, but I'll go ahead and mention it. Okay, Corey, since the Android is open source, now I want to verify it with you guys. I don't know if this is true or not, but I was thinking it might be. It requires the developers to release the source code. Now, since, you know, the source code is freely available, the cell phone operators still might be able to, instead of them releasing it, they'll just point to Google where you can download it from there. Now, I don't know if they got to release their own proprietary source code, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not truly a open source. I mean, yes, the software is, but you're putting it in a closed source system like cell phones because they want to protect their own technology, you know, their own system services and all that. So, and I'm not saying it, I'm not putting this against Android, you know, at all, because I'm all for open source software, but I just want, you know, bring that up. They made it the cap worse when they Comcast. Yeah, and I've seen a cap to some of my stuff. I use Virgin Mobile, MiFi, and they're kind of, they actually halved it now, and I'm still grandfathered in as far as I know. In fact, I might have to. It's pay as you go, so I might get another month just to activate it, and I might use it some of these other meetings for my own internet. But yeah, there's no spell checker on, unfortunately, I think, but. Just made that cap this month. What cap? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me, since I'm putting this on YouTube, these topics, let me go ahead and really quickly put on the. Okay, this is the video that Brad 2007 provided. Because I knew he was getting a new PC computer, and I've kind of figured it'd be kind of cool to show it online. And I noticed today he had it on his YouTube channel, and he's allowed me to download it and show it here live on Chatterbox Live. So that's what we're going to do right now. And here we go. Hopefully I got everything set up correctly.
Hey, what's up?
Oops.
Hey, what's up? It's Brad from Tech Webcast. Here to do a tour of my new computer here. One of the best features you can see inside of here. It's got one fan at the back, one at the front, with the blue colour lights on it. And this is the thermal take case. There is that. I'll show what you can see in it. As I said, I will do a more in-depth video what's inside the case. iCore 5, 4 gigs of RAM, and so much more. At the front bit, this is the fan here. Here it is here, pretty rad. And this is the thermal take case. 2 USB at the front, sound at the front, DVD burner. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Follow me on Twitter at BradOz, Tech Webcast, and Tech Luster. Peace out, and I will do more in-depth video. Yeah. I've been spending all day putting all this stuff back on the computer, and Hey, what's up? It's Brad from Tech Webcast. Here to do a tour of my new computer here. One of the best features you can see inside of here. It's got one fan at the back, one at the front, with the blue colour lights on it. And this is the thermal take case. There is that. I'll show what you can see in it. As I said, I will do a more in-depth video what's inside the case. iCore 5, 4 gigs of RAM, and so much more. At the front bit, this is the fan here. Here it is here, pretty rad. And this is the thermal take case. 2 USB at the front, sound at the front, DVD burner, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Follow me on Twitter at BradOz, Tech Webcast, and Tech Luster. Peace out, and I will do a more in-depth video soon. I've been spending all day putting all this stuff back on the computer, and I'm actually using Windows 7 Home Premium, which is pretty cool. Anyway, it's been Brad, thanks, and I'll leave you with this.
Sorry about that. That was my mistake. I was trying to engage the audio so I could hear it, but it caused it to restart and getting feedback. So I just let it play all the way through. Yeah, I didn't know Brad could rap so good like that. And I don't know if you want to, you can put in the. I think he had his little website. It showed all the specs again. Or if you want to post it all in there for us, that's fine too. I was like, that was, hey, sometimes the mistakes are a little fun, but, or, I don't know, he was like, waka. Yeah, he's got his own little rap group, he doesn't tell anybody. And I think he said he's gonna put a more advanced video, or, show all the speckers. And let me bring that up. I don't know, is that a video or, here, let me bring it up real quick. And let me see if that's oh, okay, yeah, it shows the specs on there. Okay. I think you said a 9500 GT, I think, which is a pretty decent card. Oh wow, he's even got it like